Most people think living to 100 takes discipline, or luck, or perfect genes. But one quiet doctor, a scientist few remember, believed something else. He discovered that the secret to longevity wasn't in supplements, or treatments, or even clean eating. It was in how you breathe, how your blood flows, how your cells wake up each day. And above all, it was in the foods you repeat without realizing you're keeping yourself alive longer. His name was Otto. And while the world obsessed over disease, he studied something quieter: oxygen. Not as a cure, but as a signal. He found that the longer your cells could stay calm and oxygen-rich, the longer you stayed clear, mobile, alive. Today we bring back his wisdom, not as rules, but as daily habits that let your body breathe again. Let's begin. 1. Warm water. First thing, oxygen flow. Your body wakes up before your mind does. But what it wants, first, is not coffee, not calories, not movement. It wants flow. After a night of rest, your blood becomes thicker. Your cells move slower. Your brain feels foggier, not because it's tired, but because it hasn't circulated yet. A simple cup of warm water can begin the process of returning you to yourself. It gently thins the blood, helps oxygen circulate more freely, and signals to your digestion that it doesn't need to rush. Just begin. This isn't hydration. It's a ritual of rhythm. If you add lemon, you give your liver a signal too, that today will not begin in panic, but in clarity. Try this. Keep a thermos near your bed. Take 5 and 10 sips before checking your phone. Let the first thing that enters your body be something that asks for nothing in return. Because when your body begins in stillness, the rest of your day follows. This isn't just a habit. It's a message to your cells. We're not rushing. We're breathing now. And from the very first sip, your body remembers what it feels like to move with ease, not odd effort. 2. Morning greens. Alkaline reset. You don't need a green juice trend. You just need a mineral memory, the kind your body recognizes without asking. After sleep, your body naturally shifts acidic. It's not a flaw. It's part of recovery. But if you begin the day with processed carbs or caffeine, you push that acidity deeper. Greens bring you back, not just to balance, but to flow. Spinach, kale, parsley. They're not just leaves, they're carriers, full of magnesium, potassium, and chlorophyll, nutrients that support blood oxygenation, muscle relaxation, and gentle cellular detox. These greens don't shout, they soften. They help your liver open its windows, your blood move more freely, and your digestion begin without resistance. Try this. Add a handful of spinach to warm oats. Blend kale into a smoothie with banana plus chia. Sauté parsley into eggs or broth with olive oil. You don't need to eat bitter or chew hard. You just need to offer your body a green signal that today doesn't begin in struggle, because healing isn't about avoiding what's wrong. It's about feeding what restores, especially first thing. Start green. Start where circulation meets calm. 3. Snack spacing, less =, flow. Most people don't snack because they're hungry. They snack because they're uncomfortable with stillness. A small craving, a tiny worry, an empty moment, and the hand reaches out. But every snack, even the smallest one, calls your digestion back to work. And digestion isn't free. It costs blood. It costs oxygen. It pulls your body away from restoration, from healing, from stillness. Spacing your meals isn't about restriction. It's about remembering how to wait. Because in the space between meals, your mitochondria reset. Your immune system clears debris. Your brain finds new clarity, not because you pushed, but because you paused. Try this. Go 4-5 hours between meals. Sip warm tea during the gap. Let the absence of chewing be an invitation to breathe deeper. You're not punishing yourself. You're giving your body a rhythm where it gets to finish one thing before starting another. Because healing doesn't always happen when you eat. Sometimes it happens when you finally stop reaching. And in that pause, you don't feel empty. You feel clear. 4. Pause before eating. Oxygen timing. Don't rush from stress to chewing. Take 3 deep breaths before your first bite. Just 10 seconds. Let your nervous system switch gears. Because oxygen isn't just in food, it's in how you receive the food. Breathing first tells your gut that it's safe to digest, and tells your mind that you're here now. When you eat in a rush, your body stays in survival mode. Blood flows to your limbs, not your stomach. Your heart beats faster, your breath shallows, and digestion becomes a background task instead of a supported process. But when you pause, you signal the opposite. I'm safe now. I can receive. I'm not being chased anymore. This moment of breath changes more than you think. It increases salivation, activates enzymes, relaxes stomach muscles, and improves nutrient absorption, all before a single bite. Try this. Hands on your lap. Eyes closed or soft. Inhale through your nose for 4, hold for 2, exhale slowly through your mouth for 6. Repeat once, twice, maybe 3 times. Then eat, with more oxygen, more presence, and a body that knows it's welcome to rest. 5. Switch the oils, blood flow support. You don't always feel it, but your blood feels everything. Every bite that stiffens your vessels, every oil that turns thick under heat, every habit your heart quietly has to work harder for. Seed oils like canola, soybean, corn, they're cheap, easy, common, but inside your body, they behave like a coating. They make blood flow drag instead of glide. They slow your vessel's ability to expand, and they keep inflammation whispering even when everything else looks healthy. You don't need a lecture. You need an option. Try this. Use extra virgin olive oil for cooking or drizzling, avocado oil for high heat, or ghee if you tolerate dairy fats. Well, these fats don't just not harm. They restore. They support endothelial function. That's the soft inner lining of your blood vessels. They reduce oxidative stress, help cholesterol move where it should, and allow your heart to stop feeling like it's pushing through fog. And no, you won't feel it instantly, but you might feel less swelling in your ankles, more warmth in your fingers, less pressure in your chest after meals. Because healing your blood doesn't come from fear. It comes from flow. And oils, the right ones, can make that return quietly possible. 6. Evening vegetables, nighttime detox. Dinner decides how you sleep, and how you sleep decides how you repair. A plate of warm, lightly cooked vegetables at night supports your liver, your bowels, and your bloodstream. This isn't about fiber. It's about giving your body a message. You can clean now, you're not being chased. Because during the day, your body is in respond mode, digesting, thinking, walking, adjusting. But at night, you shift into repair mode. And vegetables, especially steamed greens, soft carrots, zucchini, beets, are gentle allies in that transition. They help your liver process hormones, help your gut finish the day quietly, and help your bloodstream release what it's carried too long. The warmth matters. Cold salads at night can stall digestion, but warm, soft vegetables speak a language the body understands. Slow now. Unpack. Exhale. Try this. Lightly sautéed spinach with garlic. Roasted carrots and zucchini in olive oil. A small bowl of beet soup before bed. Not too much, just enough. To tell your body it's allowed to let go. Because true detox doesn't begin with juices or fasting. It begins with a plate that ends the day with softness. 7. End bitter, not sweet. Cell longevity. The last bite you eat tells your cells what to expect next. End sweet, and your blood sugar might swing. End salty, and your kidneys stay alert. But end with something bitter, like arugula, dandelion greens, or warm lemon tea, and your body gets a different message. Release. Because bitterness isn't punishment. It's instruction. A soft signal to your liver. You can stop processing now. A message to your pancreas. You don't need to chase sugar anymore. A whisper to your nervous system. We're closing the day. Most people avoid bitter. It doesn't give a dopamine hit. It doesn't make you feel rewarded. But what it gives is permission to slow, to repair, to let go, not just emotionally, but metabolically. Try this. End dinner with warm lemon water, a small handful of bitter greens, or even a slice of fresh ginger to chew slowly. It doesn't have to be strong, just real, just enough to shift the body from input to integration. Because longevity isn't built from big changes. It's built from small endings, repeated daily, until your cells begin to expect peace at the very last bite. It was never about being perfect, never about eating clean, never about avoiding every indulgence. It was about daily rhythm, about oxygen, about creating conditions where life could quietly continue without panic. Maybe you're not aging fast. Maybe your body just forgot how to breathe freely because no one told you it mattered. Maybe no one ever said that food wasn't just fuel. It was feedback. That every sip, every bite could be a message that says, you're safe now. You can stop pushing. You're not too late. You're not behind. You were simply eating in a world that forgot how to feed with softness. But now, you get to begin again. Not with rules, but with rhythm. Not with pressure, but with presence. Not with chasing 100 years, but with meals that make every day feel like a life worth staying in. You don't need to eat perfectly. You don't need to get everything right. You just need to show up. One meal at a time, one habit at a time, one breath that says, I'm still here and I still matter. Longevity isn't the goal, presence is. And if what you eat can help you stay present longer, then that in itself is enough to call healing. Let your food speak for you when words feel tired. Let rhythm become your quiet legacy. Share in the comments. Which of these habits felt soft enough to try? Which one surprised you? Or reminded you of something your body had been asking for all along? If even one thing resonated, you're already living differently than yesterday. Next week, 3 healthy food combinations that cancel each other out, and how to pair meals in a way that supports not just digestion, but inner harmony. Because food isn't just what you eat, it's what your cells have to live with afterward.